do a quick video just because I've just seen a bit of a dodgy overtake by someone. Just a quick video just with overtaking tips for highways, especially Outback highways where you've got long trucks and things like that, because we see dodgy overtakes all the time and it doesn't need to be like that. The amount of time you save by doing an overtake before a corner when you could have just waited is just pointless. So anyway, this is just a bit of etiquette on what we do. First thing you're going to need is UHF radio. You should always have one on the highway anyway, especially if you're towing, especially caravans, mainly you guys, because I know a lot of guys that we try and speak to on the radio with caravans don't either have it on or don't have one. It's really frustrating. All the trucks will have them. It's a safety thing for them, so they always have to have them on, and 9 times out of 10 trucks will be really helpful. You know, like if you're going to go and overtake, 9 times out of 10 they'll tell you that, you know, go for it. If something comes up, they'll back right off and let you go past, and that's what they do for each other, and they do it for cars as well. But you just got to be polite. You just got to ask. That's basically all it is, just being polite and asking, you know, for them to just be conscious that you're coming round. I mean, we don't even have to. Sometimes if we got a bit of speed and we can see it's clear, we just let the truck know that we're going round, especially when we're towing. I mean, this is more guys towing because you can't get going as fast. You've got that weight behind you as well, so when you pull out behind a truck, you get the wind that kicks you around. You know, you just got to be a little bit more careful with that kind of thing. But in general, you know, just ask the truckie, make sure you can see. Normally they'll tell you they've got pretty good judgment, they've got a better vision than you have, they're a lot higher up. But what I'll do is I'll show you what we normally do when we overtake a truck. So I haven't got anything big on the back, I've just got a small van, but this will be good enough to show you what I mean, just the way to speak to them and things like that. And I'll show you that most of the time these guys are pretty good. So we get around this quad then. Yeah, copy DCT 17.
Yeah, mate.
All good, mate. When it's nice and clear, I'll give it a boot if that's all right.
Yeah, I'll give you what I can.
Thank you very much. Just got to ask. Most of the time they'll get you round, especially these quads. They're pretty long. One thing I have up as well is I have my sat nav up with, you know, so I can see the road. I can see it's nice and straight. And then yeah, just wait for the truckie to let me round. But these guys do this day in, day out, so they're normally really good at picking the right spot, and if they don't, they always back off, so we'll wait for them to get back to us. So we're just going round this big loopy bend now. I can see though on my sat nav that the road's going to straighten up, so I'll wait for the truckie in front. These trucks as well have the little number on the back, so what you can do is you can call them on their truck number and they'll know what truck they're in, so they know you're talking to them, which is pretty handy, because otherwise you just got to say Roadtrain North or something like that, or Centurion or whatever, and hope that they pick up that you're talking to them. So it straightens up a little bit here. There's a little crest, so I'll wait for that. No, keep waiting, no issues. We're doing 90 kilometers an hour anyway, we can only do 110, so it's not the end of the world, but I do know that these things slow down quite a bit when we get to hills, and it's quite a hilly bit coming up here, so we'll keep listening. Car behind me now, a little LV, just a single Hilux, so assuming they'll probably want to go around first, so I'll let them round if he gives us the all clear. Truck come in.
Yeah, copy. Oh, next one behind 7 you can bring it up.
Yeah, roger mate, thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Tell you when you get past the front of them as well. Thanks mate, have a good day. Simple as that. your mum say to you, good manners cost nothing, and you know, if you see the same truckie again later on, he'll get you around again. So it's worth being polite. And that's pretty much all you have to do. So normally as well, if you come up behind a truck and there's an LV or a car basically behind you as well, normally try and get them around first. They normally will pull out and keep going anyway before you get to the truck, but if they don't, I genuinely try and let them around. But I know that the car behind me now, they've been going pretty slow anyway. I've already overtaken them, so I know that they're not really going to get into it too much. They're probably getting paid by the hour, so they're not in too much of a rush. But generally, yeah, try and get round nice and early before you get to the hills, because that's where you get frustrated. But just be polite, get your sat nav open, get your radio out, get a radio if you haven't got one, and make sure you communicate with people, because honestly it makes it a lot easier. And it's a lot nicer when if I'm driving along and I don't know there's someone behind me and they just let me know that they're overtaking, it definitely makes a big difference.